No, and I think there you kind of, obviously fairly briefly mentioned an example of some of the work you do, and that was one thing I was going to ask if you could kind of almost take us through an example where of somebody who, from kind of start to finish, if you like, when you've found an individual, found a business, what you've done with
Yeah.
them. I think it'd be really interesting for people to hear that, because it'll kind of bring it to life a little bit. Now, I appreciate you might not want to share the names of the business and the individual, and that's absolutely fine, and change whatever bits you need to change. But it'd be really interesting to kind of understand that story of how it can work again from both the employee and the employers.
Yeah, and again, I will say that it is completely individual, so it's different every time.
Yeah.
But a rough example, not a rough example, an example will be again someone else that we've posted around, which is a lad called Josh. Really talented, really skilled, great lad. Was lacking a lot of confidence around work. He'd had a temporary role, I think just one temporary paid role, and he didn't feel like he was treated well there. I won't say who that company is, but yeah, he didn't feel sort of appreciated there. And then he was really struggling, but he was really struggling around confidence more than anything. So we worked on that with him. What we'll do is we'll identify his skills, his qualities, help him develop that confidence, and then through that we try and find what roles or jobs or whatever he'd be suitable for, and what he'd enjoy as much as anything, and what he'd really excel at. And then on the other side of this, we'll be working with as many employers as possible. So it's about identifying roles that they have, roles that they need to fill, things like this. So it's very much about that kind of job matching for us. So it has to be right for both parties. We don't want this to be a charity or a favour or anything like that. It's about finding the right person for the right role and the right employer, and matching all that together. So with Josh, we found that it was something that he's doing a cleaning role, something that he wanted to do, something that he's really enjoying. But most importantly, it's a really supportive company for him, where he does feel valued, and his manager's been really great with him. So with Josh, he started off. It's actually been perfect for Josh in so many ways, because he said he wanted to start with part-time and build up, and he's done it exactly how he wanted. So that's what he's doing. I think he started on 14 hours. I think he's doing 30 plus now. I'm not entirely sure of the exact number, but it's that. And just going on to what I was saying about the ongoing side of things, Josh started in, I think, January this year. And basically we've checked in with him, either phone calls or meeting, going for a coffee with him pretty much every month, just about, sometimes a couple of times a month. And that's, again, just with Josh, like I say, it's more around the confidence for Josh. And it is just about that, he's asked questions around his contract initially. So we've gone through that. There's been things around his benefits, because that's something sometimes comes up. Will the benefits be affected? And initially it wasn't, but now he's off benefits, which again, that were another target of Josh's. He wanted to get off benefits, and he moaned at me recently because he's having to pay tax now and things like that, which is,
we all feel like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's how it should be, I was really glad of that. It was nice to hear him sort of moaning like anyone else would. He said, I should be on this much, but they took this much off me. So
it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like a nice negative almost. It's a thing that you kind of don't want to happen, but it's a good thing that has happened. And it kind of doesn't make any sense, but yeah, I understand.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. He said he wanted to come off benefits. He did that, but then this is the other side of it. Now he's contributing, which is really good. Yeah. So that's one example of kind of the process, I suppose. And that'll continue. I'm meeting Josh next week to go catch up, see if there's anything else. And the other great thing about Josh is he wants to advance further. He wants to do more. I think he might want more hours here, but he wants sort of more responsibility and things. And I really like that, because it's about the career and the commitment to that, and sort of long-term goals for him. He's talking about moving out of his parents potentially next year, which it's great. And that all links in with that kind of the tax thing. It's all about him progressing and his own independence, and it's been really great to see that.